viewers, right? It's a 5-volt solar shed light. Converting it from 3 Nicads AA's to an 18650, 4.5 volt to a 5 volt via this TPA456 board here. That's just going to be hot glued in. The 18650 will go in there. I've only tested this one a hell of a long time, so I'm using my one of my weaker low powered cells for this. Got a 1/2 amp hour Panasonic. It's supposed to be 200 milliamp hour these, but this is way old, this one, so I'm going to use that one there for this test, for this project. This does all the protecting, charging and discharging protection. It's all on this board. Does everything to protect the arm. It works on any lithium 3.7 volt cell. This board will work on. And I'm going to extend this little charger here. This board's going to be inside there. I've got a positive and negative on there. I'm going to extend out and solder one of these boards to it. That's going to stick out the side there, and I'm going to just use an Android charger to charge this thing. With just using it as a night light from a little one, but he kept playing with it. You got a thing of playing with cords, and he kept playing with it, and I got sick of it, hiding it and just moving it around in this car. I've got a permanently a high spot. I'm going to stick this in in his room, and he can't reach it. So instead of having to go through these little Nicads all the time, which they're starting to wear down, so bugger it. Why not just use an 18650? That'll last a hell of a lot longer, and they've got heaps and heaps of them, so I'll just run it off an 18650 and charge it via USB. I've done that with most lights and things that run 3 AA's, convert them to 18650. 4.5 volt to 5 volt conversion. The 1/2 volt difference is worth it. It doesn't really make much of a, doesn't do much harm to the electronics in my experience. So why not? Let's get in the 21st century here. Just got to mount all this in now. I've got to cut this out of the base because there was no way I was going to fit that in there without putting that base back on. So I cut the AAA battery holder out, and I'm going to stick that on the bottom and probably run a bit of hot glue around that, just so the little one doesn't get in there. He shouldn't though, he's not going to reach it. I won't be able to reach anyway because I want to change the 8650 should I need to. I'll hot glue it. I can always take the screws out if I've got to change it. Okay, viewers, it's all done. Look at that. I've got it all secure. Plugs in there. I've mounted the board and took my little failed. I was going to make this originally so it turns on like a night light. Let a switch on, it'll turn on automatically when it gets dark. But it worked backwards. It actually turned on when the daylight came, and when it was night, it turned off. It worked the wrong way around. So I've taken that modification out and stuck the little TP456 board with LEDs pointing to this hole. I can easily see when it's charging now, and that will turn blue when it's full. Now I've got a good USB portable work light. Pretty convenient, but you can do with modern technology. And speaking of modern technology, this just rocked up. A 7.2 amp hour or 9 amp hour SLA, but this is a 12 amp hour LiFePo4 21st century equivalent. 12 volt 12 amp hour in its form factor, but LiFePo4. A drop-in replacement made with all the proper circuitry and built. A drop-in replacement for a UPS. That's pretty light too. It weighs about 800 grams to a kilo. This has all the circuitry and built to protect the lithium prismatic cells in there. Prismatic cells are pretty much very similar to 18650s. Lithium iron phosphate. These things this is what's replacing lead acid batteries. So this will last a lot longer than an AGM. That's going to go in here. We're going to be much more run time. So instead of a 7 amp hour, it does about 30 minutes on 7 amp hour. Should theoretically do about 50 minutes to almost an hour, or if not an hour on this battery in there. Only drawback though, if it powers out for that long and I'm on a UPS, the heat sink in that thing is pretty inadequate. These aren't really designed to run for long periods, only just to stop the computer for any brief power interruptions. That's all they're really designed for, but having this in there, that'd be awesome. Or I might even put it in the little one's car. Let's just do that for comparison. this will just, as I says, drop-in replacement has all the circuitry inbuilt for an existing 12-volt battery charging circuit. Over voltage and under voltage protection inbuilt as well, so it won't damage the cells inside. Here's a 9 amp hour SLA. That's about almost 5 kilos of lead in that. That's pretty heavy. This one, that's light as a feather. As you can see, 9 amp hour, 9.5 amp hours as big as they get. That's a Tower AGM brand only though. This physical form factor is as big as you're going to get in AGM, but this is a step up. Look at that. Same size. And in fact, matter of fact, you can buy these actual shells everywhere online to make your own little lithium battery packs to replace the SLA. Same, everything. Let's put it in here. Give it a go. Let's turn it on. Little cast at the radio, which doesn't really pick up anything. Useless radio. I own that radio aerial for that is. The voltage doesn't drop. The voltage doesn't drop at all on this thing. A little burnout. You're doing a burnout. Try and scan, but it's the most useless thing ever. I'm going to fix the headlight on it. It is remote control, but I've got to put it away. It's holding up pretty good. Yeah, that holds voltage really well compared to the SLA that was in here. Even with that one there, it's performing better than that one. This is in pretty good condition too. It's not fresh or 100% by any means, but it does still have a lot of life left in it. This is much better performing. Not much voltage drop on that. 13.1 volts. Pretty good performer. Turn it off. Neutral, that wasn't neutral. Don't want to burn out. Don't want to burn out on my foot. There's a circuit breaker in there too, so you can't really jam those motors up and do any damage. Yeah, that's much better than this SLA. So much lighter too. Just fully charged too, by the way. I'll put this back in there and do a little show you what this does in comparison to the LiFePo4. But the LiFePo4 is next level that replaces these. Yeah, it sells at 12.7. That was pretty much shipped to me fully charged, 13.1. Normally 12.8 volts or so, but that's holding its float charge really well, that one. You see how it drops? Don't want to burn out? Yeah. Now that LiFePo4 is on a go on my UPS. Okay, if it all's well, I was waiting for my software. The software for this is a bit buggy. It's pretty universal software. It's very buggy. Buggy. Buggy, my little one wants to learn how to say buggy. Buggy. Calibrate, come on. There we go, 30.1 volt, 100% full. I tell you what, it's much lighter. It's a medium that. These are already floating in the ocean now. I'm going to re-glue the caps down now. Just use duct tape. Little one. Stop playing with that, eh? No, no. Yes, not 2010, this one. Security alarm battery when I bought the place. I just put a bit of distilled water in it and it revived. It's about 80 or 90 cold cranking amps left in it, which isn't too bad. Good old Taiwanese quality. Hey, no. Alright, well, I didn't do a crank test on my car battery load tester. I've got a car battery analyzer on that LiFePo4 to see what the cold cracking amps would have been. Probably around about 300 or 400 cold cracking amp mark. Alright, let's oh well. I want to see how this handles when I turn the power off. This had a bit of voltage drop to be expected, but we'll see how this lithium battery performs. Power's off. Yeah, here we go. 12.3. 26% load. That's not too bad. 12.2 volts. It's not too bad. But it will last over a longer duration. Not sure what. Oh, power lost here. AC fail, AC restore. Not sure why I glitched to say USB power lost. There we go. Yeah. The voltage drops a lot better on this battery than the even the fresh SLA. Has better characteristics. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.